perestroika. Beneath Russian soil breathes another world. BBC2 goes underground to discover Moscow's other world, whose people seek proof of past conspiracies, embrace darker compulsions, and crave solitude. Notes from Underground, Saturday at 8:30 on BBC2.
Tristan Garrell-Jones is the Foreign Office Minister responsible for driving the Maastricht Bill through a hostile parliament.
The Minister always, at moments of crisis, says, thank God it's only a game.
And somehow this document got stapled onto. It's a nightmare. I think he took that like a scholar and a gentleman.
The Edinburgh Summit and the Prime Minister has been involved personally in many of the detailed arrangements.
God, you're lucky I'm not Prime Minister. Holy smoke.
This is exactly as we were
Yeah,
asked to
I know.
set it up.
I mean, but you know, I have eccentric tastes. I mean, Prime Minister is more conventional than me.
Thank God it's only a game.
True Brits, the Minister's story. Tomorrow at 9:30 on BBC2.
Newsnight is due to begin in a couple of minutes. First on BBC2, another bite of life on video.
In a way, I like being independent, but in other ways I can't stand it because, you know, I've got to do everything for myself. There's no one to turn around and say, you know, welcome home, how have you been today, what have you done and everything. Hello. It's David. It's just like, press the button to get in, you get in. Have I got any messages? No. Well, I mean, the stuff will talk to me, yeah? Have I got any post? No. Okay. I can't help thinking that some of them get pissed off with it sometimes. I've never had a stable home, really. And everywhere I go, I always feel unsettled and unwanted. I'm really worried about, you know, living on my own because I want a family to look after me. I mean, still, after all this time, I just can't stomach the thought of me being completely on my own in a place. I'd always want somebody with me. And I really wouldn't care who it was, just as long as I had a bit of company, you know what I mean? Anyway, one day it's going to happen, and I've got to make it work, because I don't want to end up on the streets, which is what so many kids in care end up on the street. It's untrue, or moving from hostel to hostel for the rest of their lives, or in and out of prison. And I want to be one of the ones who said that they made it, you know.
In 45 minutes, Good Morning Democracy compares changes that have occurred in the attitudes of the South African media to those evolving in society at large. First on BBC2, reflecting on the day's historic events, Jeremy Paxman in Johannesburg and Sue Cameron in London for Newsnight.
To Nelson Mandela, it's the realisation of a dream. To F.W. de Klerk, it's the dawn of a new era. And to Chief Buthelezi, it smacks of fraud. That's what the leaders think at least, but today belonged emphatically to the people of South Africa. It is only a piece of paper, but South Africans of all races today embrace this ballot paper with an enthusiasm to humble those of us who take democracy for granted. They waited in the hot sun for hours, determined to cast their vote. But tonight, administrative glitches have led Chief Buthelezi to talk of possible withdrawal from the whole process. Chief Buthelezi is in a meeting and will be joining us, we hope, from Ulundi in Natal shortly. Here in Johannesburg, Foreign Minister Pick Botha and the ANC's Chairman Thabo Mbeki will answer his charges. And can the two of them really work together in a future government? And from Cape Town, Archbishop Tutu reflects on a day that had him dancing a jig.
Here in Britain, the German Chancellor flew in and out again for a high-speed good news summit with John Major. Herr Kohl hopes the meeting will cement Anglo-German relations and pay dividends in terms of his own political future. William Horsley reports from Germany on his prospects.
Chancellor Kohl has ensured that the last Russian troops will be out of eastern Germany by August, marking a new